Don't worry, just hold it for another approximately 8 hours. Opened up a lighter and there was just another lighter inside. Dog tracks in 100-year-old concrete. Report card from my great-grandfather in 1926. These cups have chips under them to prevent refills. My new house has a little moving staircase that leads to the washer and dryer. My vaccine card from my time in US Army 2002 to 2005. Clearing out my recently deceased grandfather's attic and found just over 200 grams of gold powder. There is a dog under the silver paint on my fridge magnet. I accidentally pulled out a cluster of 5 beard hairs all from the same follicle. Friend visiting from overseas and a bartender in town had the same tattoo. My eggplant has a laser marking instead of a physical sticker to show it's organic. Are not cheap Airbnb has a tip jar. These white apples that grow in my yard. I sweat so much at the gym today that I kept leaving human Disney sweat stamps with my hoodie. Flowers like small lanterns in my neighborhood. Forgotten can of pumpkin puree had developed some cultures after about a couple of months. $250 of taxes come with this house. The stirring pattern formed over time in my coffee cup. 2,600-year-old fur-lined leather coat. I found this unopened can of peas inside of a 1928 Victrola. My Doritos came with no seasoning. One of the Coke cans in the crate I just bought has an inverted top. This holographic cover of National Geographic. An origami alligator I folded from one uncut square of paper. A modern day basketball court against 700-year-old walls in Dubrovnik, Croatia. The pop-ups box no longer has a plastic window, so they faked it with a drop shadow. This is what pineapples look like when they're flowering. Pack my printer on top of this pillow while moving, and now it's imprinted into the fabric. Saw a couple smart cars parked in the same spot. Found this car with a tiny spoiler while hanging out with my friends a while back. The sand on this volcanic beach is highly magnetic and sticks to my phone case's magnet. This duck has just a couple of purple feathers. I met a bartender with a similar tattoo. Found a baby lobster on a Texas truck yard. In Singapore, pedestrians with mobility issues can request longer crossing times at some crosswalks. The pager in my kid's toy doctor kit has Robert Palmer lyrics on it. New book suggests a playlist on page 1. This spider fixed my screen door. Teeny tiny itty bitty froggo. Patch of grass that was saved by the trampoline during the UK heat wave in July. Opened a can of sealed crackers from 1963. This very rectangular cloud. carefully chosen rocks from a Welsh beach. My banana has a lightning bolt in it. Pureed T-bone. Corn on the cob for a friend's mom and memory care. My university WSU uses an old drinking water storage can from the Cold War as a garbage can. A life-size origami mouse, folded from a square of paper. 100-year-old Coca-Cola painting, unearthed when they torn down the Sheetz gas station next door Edgeway, PA. 10 years of save change. This plant growing inside a glass panel. Target labels the candy aisle packaged sugar. Ford Model T meetup happening at the hotel I'm staying in. This squirrel in my backyard looks like he's trying to sell me something. New earpads compared to ones that have been used for 3 years. Found a toad with another toad on its head. 1 gram, $57 of pure gold. Unto shade canned vegetables from 1989. A fly landed on my TV's backlight and lit up each wing a different color. My neighbors use skeletons as patio decor year round. Wanted to recover the innards of a deteriorating pincushion passed down from great grandma, all the pins lost over generations. My local Zen garden themed McDonald's. My local library gives out free period products. Supermoon in the Caribbean tonight. The handle on this breaker panel is shaped like a coffin. The ruffles I bought from a vending machine at work had a dollar bill taped to it. This tree was struck by lightning, chopped down to be carved into a sculpture, started growing again, and now it has an afro. This employees must wash hands sign in the bathroom of a board game cafe. I took a photo at a pool party full of twins last Friday. Fun times. Our watermelon had almost no rind. Lightning struck my neighbor's shed about 50 feet away and continued along his fence to mine and spot welded the chain to my gate. Longest train ever stationary at only crossing for a couple hundred kilometers. Tom Price, Western Australia. Bag of onions placed behind the seats at my local nail salon. The Louvre uses a 3Ds as a map and an audio guide. My car has made it to 250,000 miles. The hotel I'm staying in has PowerShell commands on the corridor carpets. Piece of trash doing sit-ups. There are a number of M&M containers with more green in them. My Airbnb last night had a giant whale vertebrae in the yard. I ordered chips and salsa at this brewery tap room and they just gave me a literal bag of chips and jar of salsa. Caught a lightning bolt mid-shutter where half a pick is exposed correctly and other half is overexposed due to lightning. A rock that looks like T-Rex. The tendency of humans filling out log sheets to repeatedly indent when filling out log sheets that I've noticed during years of working in labs. This rock I found looks like a split bread roll. My dog's fingers are longer than mine. Toilet paper roll with an added roll. This photo I took at the Hadrian's Wall in Rochester. I forgot a spoon in a bucket of mustard, and it turned blue. This Pizza Hut sign that's burned out to reveals age, including the apostrophe for proper punctuation. Japanese VTuber playing Dragon Quest 3 on the TV in a Mexican restaurant, where every other TV was playing Spanish language sports. Full shadow from my glasses. I have never noticed. My grandparents' hotel bill from their first night in Hawaii. Sunglasses store made a mirror out, if a ping pong paddle. This mall has an area to wash your hands without having to enter the bathroom area. Freckles split in half combined back together through the scar. Inside a red box machine. This new Pope is in an old bank. My thermometer has reached its limit in the French heat wave. Barbara Bush duck. My lava lamp looks like a dancer as the wax is melting. This paw print in an old brick wall. This moth my brother found. My football helmet with my dad's football helmet from over 30 years ago. Happened to catch the moment a cordless tool was run over by an excavator and the battery exploded. A tree in my grandpa's yard has a heart-shaped hole in the trunk. My orchid is showing the infinity symbol. This phoneless phone booth for private mobile conversations. Looks like an electric car with a micro USB charging port. This was George Washington's office. A monarch caterpillar is beginning to pupate on a lemon on my family's lemon tree. My nephew found a tiny crab in his mussel. This hotel changes its elevator carpet for each day of the week. This cooking oil is happy to see me. The reflection of the Cupid 19 sign looks like a drooling sushi chef. This bubble wrap is shaped like hearts. Old German coin from 1874 I found in my great-grandmother's stuff. My van reached 123,456 miles. Red Bull ship. Istanbul airport has a bathroom just for pets. This $2 bill that someone stamped and reason we trust onto. Saw some colors in the clouds today that I'd never seen before. My toothless cat biscuit yawning. I work at a whole animal butcher shop and finally replaced my primary boning knife after 3 years. This life cycle bunch on my meta plant. A sinkhole opened up in the parking lot of this botanical garden. This billboard that incorporates the business under it. Some fresh propaganda in Moscow about Sweden and Finland joining NATO. Lemur family napping together on a branch. It appears the over-under debate has been settled by popular opinion. I made the brass Viper bottle opener. Banana abandoned in friend's hot RV for 7 weeks. These tomato seeds germinated inside the fruit. Discovered that poppy seeds look like alien eggs on my iPhone's macro mode. The feet on my walking sticks are little boots. buy raw flavored ice cream. The world's largest rubber duck in Two Harbors, Minnesota. This 1993 Chuck E. Cheese token that I have. My local library has gardening equipment next to the gardening books. I found a Lego vending machine at my airport. There's an arch in the grass where this birdhouse makes a shadow as the sun moves across the sky. Cloud looking like a gun being fired. The carpeting at the podiatrist has little feet in the design. I still have my silly bangs collection. A decommissioned Wendy's is now a full bar/nightclub in my hometown. The man on the left is the DJ. Apparently there was a still functional power socket hidden beneath wallpaper in my apartment I've stumbled upon by accident. My therapist's assortment of mood octopi. This white egret orchid. The moon looks like it's sliding down a rainbow. My cookies were wrapped twice. Found an old firearm hammer in the roots of a stump I removed from my yard. Live in North Florida. My dog looks like he's photographed on an alien landscape. My girlfriend took this photo during the milliseconds between the lights changing and phone displays updating. The insoles I ordered came with a foot-shaped lollipop. My cat's firstborn kitten came out with a big number 1 on her face. This mislabeled ice cooler. Shopping cart with aisle directory saved me so much time today. Water has been dripping for so long at my office it's created a stalactite. On a hot day the bees line up along a ridge in our fountain. Big restroom with 1 toilet. US section of my local supermarket, Australia. This sign at the mall displays how many stalls in each restroom are empty. This rainbow cloud I saw on a hike. The most perfect bag of chips I have ever opened. This cloud looks just like an elephant. My cat has a single black whisker. My brother has an alien in his lava lamp. Meet zebra, a jumping spider that lives in my mailbox for more than its usual lifespan now. These alum crystals I grew look like D&D dice. My wife fell asleep on her arm. Found a really old pack of Pokemon cards in my parents' attic. This picture I took of the sun over my parasol kinda looks like a desert landscape. This Pinsotti boiler logo, which predates Mario. Scratched my head and came back with a treble clef shaped hair on my finger. Sometimes we get products without the product, but it's really rare. This is still sealed by the way. I saw this freshly hatched cicada waiting for his wings to dry. Stop/go light integrated in crosswalk near student dormitory. For those who constantly look down to their phones. Found fidget spinner island near Hawaii while on plane. The insanely specific time and temperature to thaw this ice cream sandwich. Keep frozen. Stay cool. For maximum enjoyment, let's soften for approximately 3 minutes and 47 seconds at 72 degrees, 22 degrees Celsius before eating. I found old Coke cans in my kitchen ceiling. one from 1987, the centenary can, and a small one from 2011. I added a new one with a note for the next person who uncovers them. I found a perfectly mummified toad while cleaning my garage. Apparently fortune cookies need to sleep. Come back later. I'm sleeping. Yes, cookies need their sleep too. A bee drinking Sprite from a straw. Dog shampoo wasn't tested on animals. Not tested on animals. The height of this stop sign. Painted an apple with a blue Sharpie and it came out looking like a fancy oil painting. The Taco Bell across the street from my work still has the 80s logo up. Albino squirrel that's been going around town. This is my neighbor's yard. 1 in 100,000 births. An electric shaver from 60s that still works perfectly. NASA spacesuit glove. Originally cost $12,500 each. The inside of this fig looks like a mushroom. Take a stick, leave a stick. Doggy stick library. This carrot in my garden grew inside a soda can top. A library vending machine. I found an Applejack trapped inside of another Applejack. This sign above the urinals on how to tell if you are dehydrated. Urine color, overhydrated, good, fair, light dehydrated, dehydrated, very dehydrated, severe dehydrated. Saw this really cool rainbow. Picture isn't great, but here is a snap of the moon I just took through the binoculars at 9:12 UK Kentucky.